If you're flying to Europe, then this credit card might be a necessity in your wallet. Flying to Barcelona? Check. Flying to Rome? Check. Flying to Paris? Check. Flying to Zurich? Check. Yeah, you might need this credit card. Let's find out. Welcome back to Tito's Financial Corner, where we talk about credit cards, points and miles, as well as travel. Today, we'll be taking a look at the Air France KLM World Elite Mastercard. We'll cover all the details that you need to know about this credit card, the pros and cons, as well as if this is a credit card that deserves a spot in your wallet. Now, before we dive too deep into this credit card, we should zoom out and really look at what this is. Now, we're taking a look at Flying Blue. So what is Flying Blue? Flying Blue is a loyalty program that was created when Air France made a partnership with KLM Dutch Airlines to create a loyalty program. Now, there are some other airlines that are part of this program, but these two are the major ones. Now, you can get a Flying Blue membership for free, where you can earn miles for purchases as well as transactions, and you can cash them in for flights as well as other activities that they offer. Now, what's really cool about Flying Blue is that they have some cool transfer partners. And by that, I mean you can transfer your Amex points, your Chase points, your Capital One points or miles, as well as points that you gather with Build Card and others. So as you can see, there are quite a few different transfer partners that you can transfer your points at a 1-to-1 ratio over to Flying Blue. So whether we're looking at Chase's Ultimate Reward points or Amex's membership reward points, they would be transferred at a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 point in those ecosystems would be the same as 1 Flying Blue mile, which is very convenient and something that we'll touch on later on this video. So why is this important? Well, the Flying Blue program has quite a few different stops and some of the best destinations over to Europe if you live in the United States. And as long as you're booking your tickets in advance, and as well as having some flexibility on the dates that you're traveling, you can find some magnificent deals and some amazing deals to get you to Europe and back on the cheap side. Generally, when you're booking flights through the Flying Blue program, you will still have to pay the taxes that you would otherwise have to pay. But everything else would be covered with the points/mile system. So with that said, let's take a look into this credit card and if it deserves a spot in your wallet. The first thing that you have to know is that this credit card has an annual fee of $89. The welcome bonus on this credit card is that you would get 70,000 bonus miles plus 40 experience points after spending $2,000 in the first 3 months that you have this credit card. And you would also get an additional 60 experience points by just being added. So in total, that would be 100 experience points. The multipliers on this credit card are as followed. You would get 3 miles per dollar spent on any flights that are operated by Air France as well as KLM, any flights that are booked through the SkyTeam Alliance, which would include other carriers like Delta. And then you would get 1.5 miles per dollar spent on everything else. That's right, this is a flat rate credit card, and it does remind me a lot of the Chase Freedom Unlimited credit card with the same base multiplier of 1.5x back. Now, this is a bit unique when it comes to airline credit cards, and that is that they would provide you an anniversary bonus of 5,000 bonus miles as long as you spend $50 on an annual basis. And obviously, it would be a crime if this card would charge you any foreign transaction fees, which thankfully it does not, which is great. And that really is it for the credit card. I'm not gonna lie, the perks and benefits are missing when you compare it to other credit cards like the United Explorer card or the American Airlines credit card within this same budget of $90+. Even though the annual fee on this credit card is only $89, it's still within that same bracket of credit cards of an annual fee of about $90 to $100. And with those credit cards, you do get the perk or the benefit of having a free check bag whenever you're flying, which would be amazing if this credit card would have it. If it would have either that free check bag or the ability of accessing the priority pass at least a couple of times a year, this would be a no-brainer credit card. But with those perks missing, it's not really looking good for this credit card, I'll be honest. So let's cover the main question. Is this a necessary credit card that you need to have in your wallet? First, let's cover the reasons why this credit card is not a necessity. First is if you're looking for a credit card that's going to give you better multipliers. That's right. Even though the flat rate of 1.5 points per dollar spent is great, there's still so many other credit cards that would offer that plus more. Again, with a Chase Freedom Unlimited, you get the same base rate of 1.5x return. You still get 3x back on dining, 3x back on drugstore purchases, as well as 5x back on any travel purchases that you make directly through Chase's travel portal. We can even look at the Venture X card, which I know has an annual fee of $395, but it still gives you a 2x back on all of your transactions. Or taking a look at the American Express Gold card, it would give you 4 points per dollar spent on dining as well as groceries. So again, when it comes to finding a credit card that would give you the highest multiplier back, this one would unfortunately not cut it. This card would also not be a necessity if you're looking for a credit card that would offer you some great perks and benefits. As we mentioned, the mere fact that it doesn't even offer a free first check bag is a huge hit to this credit card. If it added either that benefit or if it offered a couple of annual one-time passes to Priority Pass, then yeah, this credit card would be worth it. But otherwise, you are stuck paying the $89 on an annual basis without any perks or benefits to really offset that fee. So when is this credit card a necessity? I would say if you're planning a trip to Europe within the foreseeable future, then you would need this credit card, specifically for the welcome bonus. That's right. That $70,000 welcome bonus that this credit card has to offer is absolutely great, especially when you're looking for a great deal to fly to Europe and back. If you search well in advance, and I would say anywhere between at least 4 to 6 months, and you have some flexibility on your dates, you could find some amazing deals where that $70,000 welcome bonus could get you to Europe and back all by itself. Obviously, you would still have to pay the taxes, but we already knew that. So again, you could literally use this welcome bonus to get you to Europe. And what's great is that if you're trying to splurge on yourself, whether that's by taking the family or by using it to getting business class seats, flying business class with Air France, yeah, I'm gonna do it one of these days. So getting back to the video again, if you're looking to splurge and use points for your trip to Europe, remember that Flying Blue has a lot of transfer partners. What you can do is use the welcome bonus of the credit card and any other points that you need to book your flights over to Europe, and then use those other remaining points to book your hotel stay, whether that's with Hyatt by transferring your Chase Ultimate Reward points, or Hilton by transferring your Amex membership reward points. You would have flexibility of booking a great trip to Europe, and again, it would be thanks to the welcome bonus that this credit card has to offer. So yeah, the welcome bonus on this credit card is a huge plus. Does that mean that you should keep this credit card after year one? I'll leave that up to you. I personally, as of this recording, don't really see any reason to keep this credit card. Again, there's no perks or benefits after you get that welcome bonus. So with that said, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of the Air France KLM World Elite Mastercard? Do you think it's a keeper card? Do you think it deserves a spot in your wallet? Or do you think there's other credit cards that are better suited for your needs? With that said, if you found any information useful during this video, please hit that subscribe button as well as that like button. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Adios.